Michael, here we are, eve of Premier League finals night after what's been a roller coaster of a week. Excited for tomorrow night now?
Yeah, this is what it all boils down to. It's 16 weeks, 16 different venues. I don't know how many different countries, but this is the one night now. It all boils down to this, and hopefully get my hands on that title.
What would it mean to add this to your collection? Because you obviously got the Worlds, but then everyone says the Premier League's the next on the list. What would it mean to get your hands on this one?
Yeah, there's 4 Pacific trophies that I want. There's obviously the Match Play, the Premier League, Worlds and the Grand Slam, and I've got 2 of them. So to get my hands on this now definitely would mean a lot. And you've got 8 of the best players in the world, and it's been a hard 16 weeks, probably one of the toughest we've had in the field as well. So to win it this year would mean it'd be extra special.
I remember talking to you about how you bounced back from disappointments. Obviously you got to the final here once. Can you learn anything from that experience? I know it was a few years ago, but knowing you know how to get to a Premier League final, can you draw on anything?
Yeah, I think the year I played Michael, when I made the first final, I was happy to be there. I wasn't like I think it was one of it might have been the first final I made, I think, in the PDC. I was just happy to be there. So to come away from that now, and disappointment of last year, losing the semis. So now 3rd time lucky, I know I'm ready for it. I know I can win the TV titles. So it's about putting my foot down now and doing what I know I can do, and hopefully get my hands on the Premier League title. You
come here as the underdog from the 4, but do you prefer that you can just go under the radar and do your thing and let everyone else concentrate on the other 3?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. All the pressure's on them 3 then, I can just relax and chill out. I played countless of tournaments where I'm the outside favourite or the underdog or whatever, and I just get on my job, and that's the end of it. Bookies can have me down to whatever they want, but it's up to me how I perform. If I play bad, then yeah, I was the outside favourite, but if I do play my best game and want to win it, that was down to me, not them.
Michael, thank you very much.
No, you're welcome, Bob.
Michael, in the Premier League, you've come last, you've missed out, you've made a final. What makes this tournament so much more difficult and different compared to everything else that you play in Canada?
It's unpredictable. It's just, that's all you can say, it's unpredictable, and you've got 16 weeks to put it right. I think the year I finished bottom and relegated, I only had 7 weeks, and I put that down to Gary Anderson on the very first night. He was ill and pulled out, so I ended up losing to Peter Wright and Adrian Lewis the very first night, and I was relegated by night 3, I think. So I was always playing catch up to everyone. But no, I like this format now, and it is different, it's special, and look at the guys that's in it now along with me. It's one of the best ones so far.
In the final 4, you're playing Luke Littler. Everybody seems to have problems with him, apart from you. What's the secret to beating Luke, to beating him 5 times this season?
Just keep dragging him down to my level. Keep bringing him down to 90 averages, and then I kick on the last 3 or 4 legs and put it up over 100. No, it's one of them. Just got to get on with it. Everyone's listening to the hype and everything, and just put it to the back of your mind. It's end of the day, he's got 3 darts, and so have you. And you might have the crowd, but if you let the crowd get to you, it's your own down being. So you just got to keep focused 100%, and hopefully that winning double at the end.
When you moved from unicorn to shot, there's a lot of people saying on social media, these aren't the darts for him, he needs to go back. With all of that being said, what would it mean to lift the big TV trophy with being a shot member now?
No, it'd be massive. It's like when I won the Pro Tour a couple of weeks back, that got that monkey off my back where I needed the first professional title for him. So to get the first TV title for him, it would mean a lot. And don't get me wrong, I think with the shot darts, the well made, the well everything, they suit my throw. It's just people online thought it would be easier to say, oh, he's not winning, it's down to this. But they're the best darts I've ever had in my hand, and I stick by that as well. So to reward them with a Premier League title, it'd be massive. No, you're welcome.
Michael, hi. Last week in Cardiff where you won, and you obviously won the last one as well. Just sum up for me how you feel you played across the, every Thursday night since.
Cardiff I played really well, and then I kind of went steady. Like it wasn't anything special, wasn't nothing bad. It was just plodding along, and then I think for about 5 or 6 weeks it vanished. I think like 92s and 91 averages, and I just couldn't get a win. And then when I come back off my holiday, I just started, I think every game was like 100 average, even winning and losing, I was having over 100. And I started to get the grip to it again. I think in 6 weeks I made 3 finals, and then the last week I ended up winning it. So in terms of it, it's just been ups and downs, but I'm happy to be in the top 4, and I've got one night now to bring my A game, and hopefully I do, and then the Premier League's been a success for me then.
We saw all the interest in the World Champs, a lot of that was because of Littler, but that's now continued into the Premier League. Has it felt different as a player playing in it this season?
It felt different because of the calibre of players that's in it, not just Littler in general, But it's been a lot easier because like when we come into the practice room, he's sent off to do all his interviews. We just get to sit down and chill. Normally last year when I was doing what Luke was doing against sent pillar to post, interview to interview, and you probably had about 30 minutes practice at the end of it. So it's a lot easier in that sense. But as in the players, it's been unreal this year, and Luke's only just added to it as well.
It's a massive stage, obviously, but it does make it for a very busy schedule. Is there a part of you which tomorrow night will be a slight sigh of relief and taking a few dates off the calendar?
Yeah, I get my Wednesdays and Thursdays back, so that's the biggest thing. I get to go and watch my boys train again on a Thursday, which I've missed out for the last 5 months. Wednesdays I don't have to travel wherever I'm going, so I can take them out for meals on a Wednesday like I have a family night, so that's 2 nights gained. But then it doesn't get any easier anyway because you've got Europeans Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you've probably got Pro Tours Monday, Tuesday. So it is hard, but to get them 2 nights back, it is a relief.
I guess you'd be considered one of the veterans now, especially with which is crazy to say. But in terms of your career so far, how are you enjoying your darts right now?
Yeah, I love playing darts. I always have. I'm not the biggest fan of watching it. That's what I don't do. I love to practice, I love to play, and I love to be in venues like this. And as for the veteran, yeah, I'm 33 and I think I'm like the 4th serving longest person in the PDC, I think, with 16 years. So it's been a long slog, but I still love darts like I did for the first time I turned pro, and I don't think that'll ever change.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much, mate. Cheers.
Michael, as Connor said, you've won 5 out of 7 meetings with Luke Little in this competition. You said it bring down to your level, but I mean, why have you got the sort of the neck so good? Why has that been working for you?
You'd have asked him, not me. I just get on with the game and just play. And maybe because we grew up literally 5 miles apart, he used to play in, I won't say my league, but he used to play in my town, playing darts with us. So I've known Luke since he was about 10 years old, I think, 9 or 10. And I always knew he was a decent player then. He wasn't the player he is now, but he was decent back then as well. And maybe that, maybe not, or like I say, you might have asked him. For me, it's just about a darts match, and some people are beaten, some people are don't.
Are you surprised by how quickly he's adapted to the Premier League on his debut to win the table, potentially favourite tomorrow?
Yeah, I think after the Worlds, was like once he gets into the Prem, he's going to have probably 6 nights a week, travelling, playing, doing all that. He might struggle a bit, but not fair play to the kid. He's literally here to head on and top the league, something I've never done. But at top of that league, you don't get anything extra. Not like you used to, but not fair play to him. He's here to head on, and he's going far at the minute. And every other player's just got to sit back and watch him, like, because he is doing really well.
What are you anticipating tomorrow? There's going to be a huge buzz in the crowd watching you both of you.
The only thing I'm anticipating is me hitting that winning double and me lifting up the title. That's the only thing I want to think about. Another player, whatever they do, 110s or 90 averages, as long as I hit tops or double 8, which I've won a few, won the Grand Slam on, that's all I'm bothered about.
Semi-finals tomorrow night. We've got 3 of the last 4 world champions and the boy wonder. Do you think the cream has risen to the top in this Premier League?
I think so. I think you've got the world finalists from last year and the world finalists from this year. You've got 2 Lukes, 2 Michaels who's in the world finals, so it's good for marketing as well, isn't it? But I think this year it has been good. And going into night 16, I told Nathan before we played, it makes more sense me making the top 4 than he does. Having a bit of a joke, it's just because the names and the world finals and stuff. But I think it has this year. I think everyone's played well, and apart from me, because I left it late, I left it till last night. But it's been a good Premier League.
Obviously, who plays who in the semis is governed by where you finish in the top 4. But if you could have chosen somebody to play in the semi-final tomorrow night, would it have been Luke, or do you just take what comes your way?
Just, you can't choose, can you? If you start thinking like, if you think I'm sat 3rd at the minute, if I lose this game I'll go 4th and then I'll play Luke, and then you get beat, you think, why don't I just finish 3rd and play Michael? Or it doesn't work like that. You just got to play darts, and like I said before, you just got to get on with it. The only thing I'm thinking about is me lifting that title, not about which player to play. If it's both Lukes or Michael, just getting on with the game and doing what I know I can do, and that's it, trebles and it doubles.
Last time I looked, you were 4th favourite, the bookies, 6-1. You might feel slightly insulted by that, but is it nice being the underdog almost, where you're not, if people don't expect you to win, then it takes some of the pressure off?
No, it doesn't bother me. Look at last year when I was world number 1, world champion, I was winning the tournament, still not favourite. Van Gogh was, or Gogh Price was, it does not bother me one bit, because the bookies don't throw me darts, man. They just put the odds out there, so it's up to them what they put on. If I go on, like I keep saying, I'm going to win it tomorrow, the bookies are going to take £1 in at 6-1, so it doesn't bother me one bit.